What's going on? YouTube? Daniel back here for another video for the channel. So as you can see, there's been a change of scenery. I decided to come outside. You guys are now going to experience the streets of Toronto. Hopefully no one ruins the video and honks. But essentially, if you're new to the channel, my name is Daniel, and I help people with what I've learned over the past 8 years, reversing my psoriasis, living drug-free, and basically building muscle using just food to help share some knowledge with you guys and how you can also apply it as well. So for this video, I want to basically talk about something that was brought to me by a mentor, and something that's very, very undervalued and underlooked. And essentially, it's basically if you are acting out of faith or out of fear. So for you, those watching on your journey, essentially what you have to understand is every action you take will be either faith or fear, and the majority of your journey should be out of faith. So for instance, if you're doing something, I'll give you an example. Let's say you're looking for a relationship and you're trying to get with somebody. Is that relationship out of fear of being alone, or love and faith, in order to give that person something, or how much you can give that person? And the same applies for the journey on using food to heal yourself. Is it one of faith that you can embark on and basically give faith not only to yourself in terms of what you can do and the results, but those around you? And once you get the results you're looking for, basically share that knowledge and be a vessel in terms of positivity and basically inspiration and faith. Or you're doing it out of fear because you maybe have this fear of, you know, doing it to like save money so you can do for medication, or like some weird other reason, maybe the like paranoia or something like that. So every decision you make has to be one of the two. Sorry, this ice on my ass, literally. But essentially, this is basically what you should be looking at entirely in terms of your journey. So for me, it was fully faith. I basically had the faith that first, which was brought to me by my mom, basically the faith that nature heals all. This is less and less basically dependent on nowadays. Everything is artificial. You see people basically leaning on like medications. The new one is like Ozempic. Everyone's trying to take the shortcut, the easy way out, and essentially that long term will bring worse side effects and stuff like that. But essentially, she gave me the faith to really give a go at using food as medicine. The doctor that prescribed me the pills and the dermatologist as well that prescribed me the pills acted out of fear. Try to give me fear and say that, hey, you're kind of screwed here, man. This is more or less your path and your journey and your destiny. And I decided to act out of faith and say no. I'm gonna believe in something more. And at that point, for some reason, it was like more than just myself. I just felt like I had to do it for other people as well. Obviously, there was a personal incentive to like not have to depend on medication, but I just felt like I'm not the only person that went through this, and this is something that like made me angry, but also I knew that I can do something bigger about it. So I basically took it upon myself to, I found the why was, so big that I had to just do it for more than me. So those days that you're going through things and, you have like, for instance, days of like inflammation, you're super itchy, or you just get more flare-ups. There's days where you can't sleep. I remember days where I'm just like so itchy I couldn't sleep. At those days I didn't know about basically cold therapy, and like you could put ice on those spots, but essentially I was not doing that. I remember even one instance I had a ex-girlfriend that had to like basically help like soothe my skin because I couldn't go to sleep. So that's how basically severe the journey got. But I mean, everything that I did it for was out of faith that I knew once everything got clear, I was gonna be able to do it for myself, but also for people around me. So this is why I do these videos, why I help people to basically show you guys that it is possible. You don't have to believe society and basically the agenda that they give out. Everything in society, I've realized over time is run by bigger corporations. They don't look out for you; they look out for their own pockets, and everything is a business. Even food and which is medicine. So you have to understand that, yeah, everything that you have to do is either one of those two indicators. And always understand too that everything is spiritual. You can get stuck in the material thing and thinking that like, oh, everything's material. You get super like just stuck in the mundane, the physical, but you have to really take a step above. I'm not sure if you guys believe in God or whatever you guys believe in, the bigger universe, or the universe or whatever, something above you. But essentially, that's all it comes down to. Everything comes from there. Everything comes from the universe and the spiritual, and forms into the physical. So if you're stuck too much in the physical, you only get basically the results of what's um, you know planted from the spiritual. So the point of the video is ask yourself always, every decision you're making along your journey, is this out of faith or out of fear? And wherever you go, in terms of, especially when you have those thoughts of medication or steroid creams, yeah, anti-itch or anti-inflammatory medication, those are moments of fear that are coming into you. And fear is, obviously the devil trying to play with you, and faith is God. So understand that these decisions will always be upon you. It's one or the other, and as long as you act out of fear, it not only helps you but also helps the greater good, because faith is all you have at the end of the day. It's being able to see in your mind the unseen until it becomes seen with your own eyes, and through YouTube and through these resources as well, you're able to find more and more people that are doing what you want to do. You're not as lonely as before. We're all truly best, especially the millennial generation, Gen Z generation, of growing up with internet, having all the resources in the world, to really get all the information they need. It wasn't like before you had to go find somebody in person, use like phones. There was no, video calls. You have to go read books, go to libraries. Now everything's online, Audible, um, Amazon, everything like that. So I apologize, we cut out a bit there. So yeah, like I was saying, everything is accessible online, so there's no excuses anymore, and everything's up to you. So act out of faith, not out of fear, and you do good not only for yourself but those around you, and as a whole purpose of life. Bring as much good as you can to the world through your actions and through your beliefs and through your faith. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. You also find me on Instagram. I do help people with this. Currently, help people right now dying down their diet with getting their physique right, but also help people with using food to reverse autoimmune conditions, mainly skin disorders. So hopefully this was of value to you guys. This has been a huge, like, basically revelation in terms of finding a mentor that's helped me see that everything is, from up above, from spiritual. It's like the mundane and the physical only brings stress, and that is horrible for anything health wise. All health conditions come from stress. So the more you can stay out of the physical, and stay more in the spiritual, where everything comes from, the better you all will be. So, anyways, more videos coming soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. Other than that, keep killing it.